Dividend stocks are a very good way to generate passive income. In doing so, one does not invest in growth stocks, but in value stocks. Value stocks are characterized above all by large market caps and, of course, dividends. As the name suggests, the investment motive is the value that the stocks brings with it. An investment in an economically solid, secure company. A 3M pays $1.50 per share in dividends. A Coca-Cola even pays $1.84 per share. This, of course, attracts many investors. The result? A fairly high share price, which continues to rise, while the dividend is becoming less and less in proportion. Today, I bring you some dividend stocks that perhaps not everyone has on the screen. In addition, some of these stocks even have growth potential. So dividends and a growth stock in one? Stay tuned. Greetings everyone and welcome back to Stock Miner. We'll start right off with the BHP Group. It is an Australian raw material and mining company and concentrates primarily on iron, copper and nickel mining. And that's exactly where the bells rang for me. With the current automotive revolution of electric vehicles, this is an ever-growing market. BHP wants to make about 1/4 of its total sales from copper by 2030. That will make this company one of the strongest in the industry, even bigger than Glencore or Rio Tinto. But BHP's financial figures are also rising steadily. In the comparison year 2021 and 2022, BHP wrote 20 billion more profit due to the increasing demand for copper and other metals. The market cap is $144 billion and the PE ratio is 11.02. The dividend yield is an incredible 5.9%, a hammer value for a value stock and currently still very hidden. Next up, we have Ahold Delhaize, one of the largest food trading groups in the world. The company is active and above all represented in the USA and Europe, and it's really gigantic. It has over 414,000 employees and 7,600 stores. The market cap is at $28 billion. But also the financials show that the company is not just a classic value stock, but is growing year by year. The company had a revenue of $87 billion and a profit of $2.9 billion last year. These numbers scream for a dividend. The current dividend yield is around 3.4%, and 40 to 50% of the profit is paid out, so there is definitely potential for an increase. The price-earnings ratio is currently at 11.25. From my point of view, a top dividend stock with potential for some percent price gains. Now we come to ADM, Archer Daniels Midland, an absolute hidden gem. No one knows ADM. On the contrary, in Google searches, it is usually overshadowed by AMD. Yet the company is one of the giants, over $100 billion in revenue and $40 billion in stock market value. The company operates in the field of food production, both for people and for domestic and farm animals. It mainly produces staple foods, that is starches, flours, oils, but also flavorings. The company was founded in 1902 and it employs 42,000 people. ADM operates worldwide, especially in America and in certain parts of Asia and Europe. If we look at the financial figures, we also see that this is a steadily growing market. Since 2019, net profit has tripled and the revenue is also rising steadily, a very good basis for a dividend stock. It is expected to pay a dividend of 30 to 40%, which is certainly good as a start, but also has the potential for an increase. Nevertheless, the company has increased its dividends year after year for 50 years now. As of today, it is at 2.2%, and the PE ratio is at 10.15, currently at a very low level for this stock, by the way. For me, a great stock with good prospects for juicy dividends and a possible growth fantasy. And last but not least, I bring you an insider tip from my home country. It is Zurich Insurance Group. It is headquartered in Zurich, but the group operates successfully in 215 countries. The financials look relatively good, although the company weakened last year, but still reported a whopping profit of $4.6 billion. For me, insurance is always a hot topic. More and more is being insured and can be insured. There's constant demand, especially for a billion-dollar group. The market cap is $61 billion. In terms of dividends, we are very well positioned. The company pays a dividend yield of 5.8%. The dividend is being gradually increased despite the slight decline in revenue. The payout ratio, however, is at 75%, which is fairly high. PE ratio currently sits at 14.19. The share price has risen steadily in the recent years, gaining a few percent each year. For me, it's a safe haven where I can park my money and collect the dividends. So that's already it for today. I hope I could present you some new stocks for your dividend watch list. Let me know in the comments if you have a secret value stock in your portfolio that pays a good dividend. I see a lot of potential in the stocks I just presented, and I will buy into the first title when an opportunity arises. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.